I find myself obligated to send to make this video in English about the Messiah, the son of Virgin Mary. There is a story, and it's a true story, and it's mentioned. It's mentioned. يعني when you see the hadith, that the Messiah, the son of Virgin Mary, came and he found the Israelite leaders, judicial leader, holding a woman, and they said this woman is a disease, a poison, okay, and she's just having sex with so many people. Now, did they look into the rules? Four witnesses seeing everything from A to Z. No, there is a debate about this. He found them. He knew that there will be an execution, stoning, in that place, in the secret glorified city, and he went to them. Who's going to be stoned? A lady, because the judges found that she deserved to be stoned. She is like a disease in the society. And he stopped them by what? By questioning them. Oh, are you gonna stone the woman? What about your crimes? No, he said, it's written, the manipulation. It's written, who would never sin? If you do not sin, then stone her. We all sin. No, it didn't happen this way. This is rubbish. The Messiah came, and he came to you, to the Israelite, and he saw them almost going to stone the woman. And he started talking to them. You are muwalun to the Romans. The Romans are pagan. You are not imposing the Islamic Yahudian rules. You are not even accepting the prophecies about me. You are not even putting yourself in a full, and you don't continue the debate between me and you. You are doing unjustified injustice when it's come to your trade, relationship with the Gohims who are not Muslims, and so many Israelis are not showing respect to the instruction of God. There is resistance movement in the Holy Land against the Roman, things like that. It is not gonna be what I said A to Z. But he came to them and said, before you go and you take this woman to stone her, either she did a crime or she didn't. Did you observe the rules? Did you see our witnesses? Okay, she is an Israeli woman, or maybe an Israelite. Now this is also a debate. Who committed something like this, and you want her dead because she's not showing respect to the law. Okay? Do you show respect to the law? Why the Roman is here? Why you are against those who are making resistance? There was like Daesh, groups like Daesh in the Holy Land attacking the Roman soldiers, okay? Because the Holy Land shouldn't be under the Romans. The Israelites should rule it. This is the instruction of God, practicing the Islamic Yahudian faith. What's happening right now, again, do I need to say this? What's happening in the Holy Land got nothing to do with the real Israelis and got nothing to do with Judea. That's it. I have explained about this in this chapter. No, these people are Gohims and they have an anti-godly cult and they relate it using the Torah and the manipulated Torah and the Sikh Talmud. Different races have nothing to do with the Israelis and they relate themselves to Yehudi and bringing a great deal of wrath on themselves. What I'm trying to say, you need to understand the Messiah. He approached him and he said, this is wrong. You want to kill this woman while based on the law? You are the judge? What about the leaders of Israelis? What about those who are doing agreement with the Romans and the submission of the Romans? What about you not recognizing me trying to fix why we no longer call him Yahweh? It is no longer Yahudian. There is no... he did a lot, not even at that time. Before it and after it. And mainly before it. Now because it happened, something happened before. People let go. They start saying to each other, just let her go. Yeah. The Israelites at that time, though they were doing wrong things and not trying, many of them, the majority, did not want to accept the Messiah, did not want to accept him fixing things. You understand me? These Israelis are higher classes than most of the human who are living right now. Imagine if, and I gave an example in another video. Imagine someone Imagine the Syrian regime, the occupying Syrian regime, killing, or the Irani trying to stone a woman who is found as a prostitute because he didn't like her, the leader. She didn't grant him sex. She did a crime, whatever. She said something bad and she's a prostitute. They said we will stone her. And I hate this one. For example, imagine someone like the Messiah coming in Tehran, or coming in Damascus and saying, "If what about you? For God's sake, you beheaded children, infants. You raped a lot of women in Syria, for example. You killed a lot of civilians. A lot of Syrian who died in the Syrian jails or in Iran. You said you brought a lot of Afghani so-called Shiite to rape and murder natives in Iraq and Syria. Now you want to stone this one? Imagine, I'm just giving you an example. What would they do to him? The Syrian regime, what would the judges who work with the Syrian regime who want to kill such women do to the Messiah himself if he is there? They will kill him. It's not your fucking business. You don't argue with us. We're gonna kill him. That's it. Come on, arrest him. You understand me? Even the Israelis at that time who rejected the Messiah, they had some manners. Exactly like Kuffar Quraysh and Kuffar al-Arab or Kuffar al-Qaba'il. The tribes of Kafir. At the time of, they have some manners. Because Muhammad, even before he ran away to Medina, when they made the decision to execute him, he used to say something, is this humanitarian? Who is feeding you? Who is the real God? A stone? Why you're dealing with this طاغوت? اسجد واقترب لله لا تطعه واسجد واقترب. And he's talking to them through the Quran and through the Hadith. And people looking at each other. Just keep away from Muhammad. You understand me? The same with the Messiah. Oh boy, he's here. What do you want? He's saying what? If you want to stop, he's saying, I'm acting for you. He's saying, if you want to stone her, why don't you start with yourselves? And he mentioned you as well, as a judge working to that Israeli leader and making things against for the Romans and against other Goems, though they were. You know what? Just leave him alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. We don't need to kill her. She will not do what she used to do. Yeah. This is a scene. Oh, Isa is making a scene. I need you to open your mind, not your ass. Okay? Okay? To understand what was the role of the Messiah, the son of Virgin Mary, Isa. Okay? Peace be upon him. So this video just explained to you why you are now mentioning this thing in your video. Because I had enough. Muhammad stoned that Ghamidi woman. There is other hadith talking about a woman with, I don't know, and camels they bathed. No, this is all rubbish. After Muhammad, they made this story just to prosecute maybe women or prosecute other families or what, and make a bad rumor, or to maybe execute a woman without any witnesses. Anyway, Muhammad case is with only the Ghamidiyya. The other hadith doesn't make sense. He did it. But look, and people are always saying the Messiah did not stone the woman. He forgave her. But Muhammad stoned her. It's different. When she came to Muhammad, Muhammad already got imposed the Islamic law in almost the Arabian Peninsula at that time. He was the king of Arabian Peninsula, not like the Messiah. At the time of the Messiah, they are doing unacceptable things, practicing unacceptable Yahudian. They are doing bad relationship with the Roman. It's different environment. Muhammad, God gave him a sword, the sword that will impose glory and the rules of mercy, not the sword of attacking other nations and killing and doing all sorts of crimes. Okay, or that's the sword that imposed the cross in Europe, or other method of war. The Messiah, okay, did this, what I explained. Muhammad, on the other hand, she came and she talked to him while he's with companion, and he's inspired by God. And she said to him, I want to be cleaned. أتطهر. I mean, even Muhammad himself, إذا بليتم فاستتروا. If you had did something, just cover it up. Muhammad himself say it. Always be upon him. It's instruction. If you do something like this, just cover. Say you raped. Say that someone attacked you at night and raped you. Say it's the son of your husband. Keep your mouth shut. If your husband is not there, someone said there is also a debate that her husband was traveling. But still, there is a case in the hadith, it's mentioned, that a woman become pregnant after her husband left her a year and a half or 2 years traveling. Okay? This, there was a talk. Muhammad. I mean, what did she say? She said, I was pregnant since that time, since he was with me. And I had no period whatsoever. And now he's getting bigger. No one killed the woman and no one touched her. Yeah. You can hide it. Okay? This Ghamidi woman said, no. I'm gonna go. I want to clean myself. And he said to her, his face become red. It's like if he didn't say, come on, it's time to start some woman. It's like if he's doing this peace be upon him. It's there, read it, it's there. The hadith is there. Oh my God, what do you want, woman? You're pregnant. Did you say you're pregnant? And she said, yes, I am. Then you have a child inside you. See, he cared for the child. Once you give birth, we'll talk about it. Just leave me alone now. Oh, believer, ya mu'min, ya amat Allah. She gave birth 8 months or 7 months. Okay? And she came to him with the child, and he looked at her. This is Muhammad. And his face become red. Red means, oh, how can I deal? Of course, there is inspiration from God. He said, how could we comply with the instruction of God while you have a child in your hand? You need 2 years minimum to feed him. And feed him. Go. At that time we talk, women. At that time I talk. It's like if saying to her, may Allah grant her the absolute blessings and the absolute ranks in heaven. Like if he's saying to her, I shouldn't mention this, but people are stupid, we need to use, fuck off, woman. Just fuck off. Something like this. I'm sorry to say that, but he didn't, of course. His tongue is all about sweetness. And she came to him, and he looked at her. So this is almost 3 years. He said, yes. He said, oh, messenger of God, do you remember me? He said, oh yeah. And what do you want? And she said, I want to atatahhar. I want to be cleaned. I want to be cleaned. I don't care. And he did stone her. Stone, big rocks, not small rocks. The first one will damage your skull. Your skull is destroyed. That's it. And the people, the companion of Muhammad, start saying insult to her. And he shut them all. And he said, her repentance would cover all of your sin, all of human sins. In a hadith. In another hadith, all of your tribe's sins to the judgment day will be covered by her repentance. Do not insult her, as she will be with me in heaven. Do not insult her. Do not just ثقلتكم أمهاتكم. May your mothers cry if you insist, mean death. If you insist insulting the women, stop insulting her. And they stopped. So there is no thakala. And why you just want to insult the man, Muhammad? Just Muhammad is bad, Muhammad is well. At the end, I'm not defending Muhammad. You can go and study things. You can see it. It's easy. The case is the point, is a personal issue with an alignment of understanding the rights in the Ishmaeli land and with an alignment of understanding Islam and faith. Attacking Muhammad is one of the gates that through it you destroy my environment. What I said in this video is the truth, A to Z. Don't try to twist it. Muhammad is bad, but Jesus is good. He's not Isa. Okay, I'm just explaining to you. No, I'm not talking about the so-called Hindus or the so-called Buddhists, or even the so-called Shiite, though they are Muslim. Yeah, they are saying that they are Muslim Shiite. And I'm not talking about the atheists, and I'm not talking about the Goyim Jews, those who call themselves Jews. I'm just talking about those who call themselves Christian. And those who call themselves attacking the name of Muhammad, you shouldn't. Just grow up. Be human. Thank you.